Hello everybody on YouTube. Today I want to talk to you about a very popular gun here. We're in November 2019. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but the Hellcat came out a few months ago and it has been a fan favorite. Really nice little 9mm here. Got 10 rounds of carry. Nice slim little gun. You could put it in a pocket, I guess. I wouldn't, but you can. Could carry inside the waistband, outside the waistband, on the belt, open top, retained carry, ankle carry, shoulder holster. Oh, by the way, Holster Pro has something for every one of those options we just discussed. So check out our other options on the website here today. We're going to talk about one in particular in just a second, but I just want to talk to you about the size of the gun. This gun has been replacing some of the holster orders that I've gotten over the years for the SIG 365. Very similar in body as stature, both 9mm, both 10-round magazine capacity. The biggest difference I see on these two guns is the Hellcat, the top of the slide, is just about 11/16 of an inch across, whereas the 365 is about 13/16 of an inch. It is just over 3/4 of an inch wide. This is just under 3/4 of an inch wide, which makes a little bit of difference when you're carrying inside or when you're trying to carry close to the body on the belt on the outside. And we'll talk about why and which holster you should put that in just a second. Can also make anything we've got for 365, anything you need I can do too. But today we're going to talk about my Model 19. I'm going to start off with the leather. As always, the leather I use is very high quality English bridle leather. I've had a lot of people who ask me, do you line the insides of these things? I don't. With this type of leather, it's not like the old-fashioned rawhide that's going to scuff it up and scratch it. It's very forgiving, very soft, and I've carried all my guns in these holsters for years with this leather. Never a rubbed finish, a scratch, anything like that. On the inside of the retention strap, I do put a little foam marking here, just so the back side of the snap doesn't rub against the gunmetal or anything like that. So what we're looking at here is my Model 19. This is a 2-slot slide holster retained. I'm going to do a little demo with this thing on my belt in just a second. But first, I just want to show you what the gun looks like, what the holster looks like with the gun in it. As with all my holsters, every part of that trigger and trigger guard area are covered up. Cannot pull the trigger, it's very safe. This holster is made for a gun without a laser. I haven't seen too many lasers on the Hellcat, but I'm sure it's about to come out soon. Top optics, you could fit the Romeo sight on that. On the front, I could make this to fit a Crimson Tracer or a laser guard or something like that. If any of you have watched my videos in the past, you know I'm not a big fan of lasers for what they do to holsters. The functionality of shooting, okay, go ahead, but what they do to making holsters fit, I hate it. Anyway, here's the perfect fit. If you know anything about holsters, the good fit of any holster is how it fits around the trigger guard area and in the trigger. This is where most of your tension comes from. And when you put a laser on that, it changes it, but we have a bare gun here. So we've got a 2-slot slide holster. I'm going to show you in just a second what it looks like when you actually put a belt through it, and what it looks like on the belt. It's got a simple thumb depression system here. Just pop it off, and that thing is ready to go and ready to draw. Even without the thumb brake, that thing's not going anywhere. I make these things retained perfectly and fit every option of it perfectly. If you were to put the belt in there, you'd see it's just got a slight forward cant on this one. With smaller guns, you don't need a very dramatic cant. You could almost draw this thing straight up and down, but I'd call this about 15 degrees. I can change that if anybody really needs me to, but that's what I find to be the most effective. But that's what I found to be the most realistic for a top draw. All right, belt slot here, I use a 1 3/4 inch punch here. You can fit a belt between 1 1/4 and 1 3/4. The standard belts that I make and that you can get from the store too are this one I've used. It's just my little fake thing I use when I'm sizing them up making holsters. But standard belts that we have and that we make are about 1.5 inches in width. So that should fit that. But I can make a little bigger, a little smaller if you need me to. Another question I get all the time is about stitching the bottom shut. I leave the muzzle open just a little bit. As you can see, I like a little bit of overhang there, so if anything grazed the bottom of it, it's not touching the muzzle. However, when people ask me to stitch this shut, first of all, I have to add about 1/2 inch of leather there. You see where the steel ends here, and there's my stitch point. It's about 1/2 inch past that. So I have to make the holster a little bit longer, which if I don't have to, I don't want it. I want it to be as minimal as possible. And when you stitch this thing shut and seat your gun in it, even if you are taking it out every night before you put it away, this is going to collect in the bottom. If it's stitched shut, it's going to collect lint and dust and hair and all kinds of shit that you don't want in the muzzle of your gun. Now, if you're a responsible gun owner, I know you're going to take this thing out. You're going to clean your gun regularly like we all do. But you don't want anything that's going to add to schmutz, I call it, down there, gumming up your barrel. We don't want that. So I leave my muzzles open, and it's really never caused a problem for me or anybody else that I know of. So let's see what this thing looks like on the belt. All right, so here we are. As you can see, I've got my hoodie pulled down here. I don't know if you can tell the gun is even there. It's very easy to conceal. If I pull this real tight, you may see a little bit of outline here, but for the most part, when we're walking around, can't even tell it's there. So now let's lift it up and see what we've got. This is what the holster looks like on the belt there. Very slim to the body, and if something were to brush up against me, the outside of my hip is actually really in line with the gun here. So it's very slim to your body. It is a simple depression. Pull, draw, we've got it and it's good to go. And then just put it back down, snap down, cover up. Functional little holster, I like it. So if you like what you see here on YouTube, today I've actually put the product bio in, or product link in my bio there. It'll take you right to holsterpro.com where you're going to check out Model 19. I like to say too, when I title a video, I'm going to title this Springfield Hellcat belt holster leather, I don't know, something like that. I can make any holster on my website for this gun. This is just the one I'm showing you here. I have over 40 models that I offer, all of which can be made for the Hellcat. I'm also going to put in there, if you'd like to go to my website and order just for watching this video, I'm going to put in a coupon code for a 5% discount just for watching this on YouTube. So just enter code YouTube on my website and it'll give you a 5% discount. It's not a huge one, but 5% is 5%. So if you like it, please like this video, subscribe if you like. I always release videos when a new gun comes out, or if there's something a customer asks me to look at specifically, or if I just feel that I want the world to know about something. So check me out today at holsterpro.com, where everything is made right here in the United States of America. Have a great day.